In this video, I'm going to be going over 8 phone productivity hacks in just 6 minutes. Our phones are so useful, but like many of us know, they're more distracting than helpful most times, which is why I'm going to be breaking down each phone hack by its benefits, how to set them up, and its overall effectiveness on our productivity. But before we continue, let me introduce you to our very own productivity-o-meter. As we explore each hack, we'll see just how much they can potentially increase our productivity, filling up our meters step by step. My goal is that by the end of this video, you'll have a comprehensive digital toolbox to minimize distractions and maximize your accomplishments. And with that out of the way, I'll stop yapping and start a stopwatch on the screen because everyone's attention span is in the toilet these days. So let's get into hack number 1. Think about the last time you found yourself circling the drain, doom scrolling into oblivion, the colors of the screen casting a spell of complacency and harvesting you for every last morsel of attention to sell to the lizards in Silicon Valley, aiding to the New World Order, which is no longer an arms race for nuclear firepower, but for total control of everyone's frontal lobes. Whoa, sorry, looks like I got carried away there. Way we can stop falling into the doom scrolling trap is by turning our phone black and white. This helps because it makes our phone way less appealing simply due to the extreme lack of color. To set it up, open up your settings and search color filters. From there, turn on Grayscale, and just like that, your phone is about 10 times more boring. Here's a pro tip: set up a shortcut to toggle this quickly if you feel the talons of social media sinking in. To do this, you have to set up an accessibility shortcut in your settings. I like activating mine with a triple click of the side button. This simple hack and shortcut is going to boost us about 10% on our productivity-o-meter. It's awesome, but not as cool as hack number 2. Our phones are a lot like slot machines. Every time we pick them up, whether it's by habit or we think we feel its vibration, it's like pulling a lever in a smoke-filled, sweaty room in Las Vegas. Every notification we get is an opportunity for us to get sidetracked by something far less important. That's exactly what hack number 2 solves. For this, we're going to change how we receive notifications. Instead of immediately seeing a long list of notifications on our phone, we'll make it so that we have to be intentional about the ones that we see. To set this up, simply go into your phone's notification settings and change it from list to count. This added friction makes this effective for 2 reasons. 1, it takes the instant gratification aspect out of picking your phone up, and 2, it makes us be way more specific about the notifications that we tap into. Pro tip: audit which apps send you notifications in the first place so that you're only getting what's essential. Let's tack on another 12% to the old POM. That's our productivity-o-meter. We're making progress, so let's see what hack 3 has in store. What if I told you that it was possible to change your entire home screen with just a single tap? What if you could change your home screen based on whatever task you're doing? Well, that's exactly what I'm telling you, and it's all made possible using focus modes. This hack's beneficial because it allows you to laser focus in on just the apps that you need for a certain task. To set this hack up, you have to first set up your home screens. Imagine the different scenarios where your phone might prove to be helpful and set up screens for each. I've got a screen for commuting, working, shooting videos, and leisure. Next, I'm actually getting lightheaded. I'm talking so fast. That's crazy. Next, in your settings, set up your focus modes. This is where you assign each screen to a specific focus mode so that each time you switch focus modes, so does your screen. The last step is to set up shortcuts to toggle each focus mode and put those shortcuts on your home screen. This turns your phone from a boring old time waster to a productivity shapeshifter, making its effectiveness worth another 13.5%. Not bad. That's about 35% of the way there. But in order to take a more heavy-handed approach to locking in on a task, let's look at hack number 4. Hack number 4 is like a slap in the face every time you find yourself scrolling for too long. I'm of course talking about the screen time function. It's built into most phones, which makes it easy to implement and brings you back to reality when you need it the most. To set this up, just go into your settings and search app limits. Now you can set specific time limits on apps and even trigger it based on the time of day. We pick up our phone in such a compulsory way, and by implementing some app limits, we can slowly claw our way back to being a person that's fully in control of what we do with our hands. It's another simple little built-in hack, so we'll add another 10%. We're closing in on the halfway mark, so let's see if hack number 5 can push us over. Hack number 5 is what hack number 4 wanted to be. Hack number 4 walked so that hack number 5 could run. Now that I think of it, Jack from Titanic is like hack number 4, sinking to the bottom of the ocean so that Rose could have room on that stupid door. Allow me to introduce you to 1sec. It's an app that gives you legitimately helpful reminders every time you try to open a distracting app. These are reminders like taking a breath, stretching, or calling your mom and telling her that you love her. All right, maybe it doesn't do that last one. It's super simple to set up, so just download it and follow the instructions included. It's a true lifesaver, so we'll give it a gratuitous 14% on the old POM. It does a great job of helping you visualize just how much time you're potentially spending on your phone, which is the beginner version of hack number 6. So much of our addiction to our screen, and yes, you are addicted, it's okay, we all are. Well, I mean, I guess it's not okay. That's what we're trying to solve right now, is due to a lack of insight of just how bad it really is. While 1sec does a great job of stopping it, there's something more we can do to visualize it. To begin visualizing your time more, I like putting the biggest version of the screen time widget right on my home screen. Doing this gives you the benefit of truly understanding just how much time you're spending on your phone. Looking at it is like turning your phone into a little mirror that reflects a sad, sorry, lonely person whose only desire in this cruel world is to be liked and to know that he's making a difference with the videos that he's uploading to the internet on a very consistent basis, and knowing that he's not wasting his time and just spinning his wheels. I mean, It helps you visualize your time better, which makes it deserving of another 11% on our little thermometer thingy. But if you truly want to add some friction to your phone, you're going to love hack number 7. I love how none of us found it weird when our phones started biometrically scanning our physical bodies as a way of granting us access to their cold embrace. Like, does it not throw up any red flags that our phones now use our literal thumbprint or the shape of our faces to unlock them? Sure, it's secure, but it's also extremely dystopian and way too easy. That's why hack number 7 is to create a passphrase instead of using Face ID. This increases the friction of getting into your phone and gives you time to really consider if you want to keep flushing your time and attention down the drain. To do this, go into your passcode settings and disable Face ID. Next, set your passcode to a phrase. Bonus points if it's something like, I'm using my phone. Typing this in every time you open your phone will change your perspective on what you're doing. This one's super effective, so we're gonna grab another 14%. Now that we're around the 85% mark on our little thermometer thingy, let's finish strong. So far, we've discussed some awesome ways to reduce phone addiction through added friction, visualization, and automated reminders. But nothing can quite compare to the last hack on our list, and it's one that's rarely used because of how difficult it is. Hack number 8 doesn't actually have a setup. That's because the hack is just leaving your phone in another room. No app, no shortcut, and no hack can really compare to physically separating yourself from your phone. We've been so conditioned to believe that we have to pick these things up on a constant basis, when in reality, the best thing we can do for our own personal productivity is to allow ourselves the time and space to fully focus on whatever it is we need to focus on. And often the easiest way to do that is without our phones. The benefits are obvious, there's basically no setup, which makes this super effective. And just like that, we've crossed the finish line. I hope you found at least one thing in here that you can start using to begin changing your own personal productivity and ultimately your relationship with your phone. However, I will say that if you still feel like your phone is actively pile driving your attention span, then you might be relieved to know that it's not entirely all your fault. I break down why that's the case in this video right here, plus how you can set up your phone's home screen to actually help you be a little bit more productive on a consistent basis. Ask any questions you have in the comments below, and I'll be sure to get back to as many as I can. With all that out of the way, thanks for watching. I hope this helped, and remember, keep scrolling mindfully.